Hello there, Atheist Jr. here, your friend and humble narrator. And on the 7th of this month, Ken Hovind got officially banned by YouTube for, I guess he got his third strike, and it's 3 strikes, you're out. So, not sure what the third strike was for. We know that the second one was for Kent. Apparently, it was from an old video back in like 2015 where Kent was selling apricot seeds as a cure for cancer because of Laetrile. The thing is that apricot seeds actually contain cyanide in fairly small amounts, but if you eat enough of them, it can give you cyanide poisoning, and it does not cure cancer. Just as a public statement, it doesn't do that. The FDA slapped Eric Hovind for doing the same thing on his website, and he had to change the description. He still sells them, he just can't list them as a cure for cancer. So Kent got in trouble for that, and then I guess he got his third strike for something else. Not sure what, but it didn't stop him from immediately making a new channel, and he's continuing to upload videos. And one of them was about my friend of the channel, Emma Thorne. Me and Emma released a video on her channel recently and one on my channel about Matt Walsh, so go and check those videos out if you haven't. But apparently Kent watched her video, but we'll see. Let's get into it. I have not seen this video, so this is going to be a fresh react from me.
Tomorrow night is the debate. Randall gets a dock in his pay. We're going to cut it in half. What's half a zero? Anyway, well, I didn't put any time. I listened to this Emma Thorne, and she's all upset about. Remember that little girl we had that started a YouTube channel, came here, and she's upset about that. That's exploiting children. Yeah. Of course, she thinks it's okay to teach kindergartners to be bisexual.
Yeah, so that's not true. Me and Emma said the exact opposite of that in our video about Matt Walsh. So, just lying right off the bat.
But exploit the children in public school at everybody's expense. But she thinks it's terrible to have a kid who wants to start a YouTube channel to start one. I didn't know she started one. She came here and visited. I said, come tell people about your channel. Anyway, Emma, tonight, your turn for Whack an Atheist. She's a, what do you call it, bisexual or whatever she is over in England.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
Okay? And Emma, I'd like to see you give your heart to the Lord and get saved. Now, let's let her talk for a minute.
Helen is just one example of the deep flaws in this system that allows children like her to be exploited by adults. And in this, one of the most divisive internet spheres, arguing science and religion from the perspective of a conspiracy theorist.
First of all, Emma, evolution is not science.
Yes, it is. Saying that evolution is not science is like saying that basketball is not a sport.
Evolution is a religion. You have to believe in evolution. Nobody's ever seen any of these things they claim, like an amoeba turning to a whale.
Okay, that's a misrepresentation of evolution, but we have seen the things that have been claimed. We've seen single-celled algae go multicellular, and we've seen animals adapting to their environment. We've seen the frequency of alleles changing. That's evolution. Just because you misrepresent it and then say, oh, well, we've never seen this example that doesn't actually describe evolution, doesn't mean that we haven't seen it happen. And just because you haven't seen something happen doesn't mean that it didn't happen. We've seen microevolution. We've seen examples of animals changing and adapting to their environment, but we can see the history of macroevolution in the genetics of animals and microscopic life forms. So just because you didn't see something happen doesn't mean that it didn't happen, that you can't prove it happened. If that was true, that there'd be no way to prove somebody guilty of a murder because you didn't see it happen. But we have forensics. We can again see the history of what happened through DNA evidence and convict people.
over millions of years. Nobody's ever seen that. You guys can't admit it, but evolution is the religion here, okay? As far as a conspiracy, there's always been a fight between God and the devil going on, so I think maybe that's outside things we can see, but I know you don't believe that.
I don't think that's what she meant.
But we'll find out Judgment Day about all that. Anyway, she's talking about the girl we had here on our channel who started, we just had her come to visit, her family visited. She did a YouTube channel. Great. I think Emma's calling her Helen because she didn't want to give her real name. Taylor. What was her YouTube channel? Was what, Taylor K? Taylor K, yeah, okay. Emma, take it away, I'm sorry.
It's one of the worst ways I think a parent could use a child on the internet. Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma. Welcome if you are new.
Okay, and we have a super chat from existdissolve for $2. It says, "Yay for the stream. Need more AJ streams." I agree. I've fallen behind on some of the content I've been making. I really need to make more. It's just I been going through some crap lately, and it's hard. It's hard sometimes staying motivated to do YouTube. I admit that. And we have another one from Theos Rex that says, "Give Kent a good whack, AJ, off a cliff, please."
Standing up energy kind of day. We've not done this for a little bit. Let's have a chat about child exploitation. Children have been exploited for cheap or free labor for as long as children have been, for time immemorial. We used to send them down the mines.
I can't help it, but she talks with her hands a lot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Try to, it's hard to get around that, but.
Up the chimneys to the factories. Eventually, popular media became the center of child exploitation as regulations and laws protect.
Who cares, Kent? Like, just keep it to yourself. I don't know what it is about doing these streams, but I seem to find the best screenshots of Kent. So if Kent's gonna make fun of Emma, then we'll enjoy this screenshot at his expense as well. Yeah, Emma's a very expressive person. She's full of energy. It's one of the reasons that I like her. I don't, but the context of a man who's more than twice her age, I think, just mocking a young woman, just makes you look kind of bad, Kent. I mean, I'm not going to say that you can't mock somebody on the internet because I'm doing that right now. And I know Emma doesn't care what Kent thinks, but it's just kind of creepy and weird. I don't know.
Children improved. I took an acting class a while back, and the coach and a couple of the students had been child actors. There was this kind of running gag with the way the coach would introduce herself. She used to say, "I was a child actor, but I'm okay now." Because the prevalence of exploiting child labor in this industry is so well known now. Now we have this social media celebrity phenomenon. Anyone, anywhere, within a quite loose set of rules, can set up an account and gain a following.
Such as Emma Thorne.
As a
And me. 7,000. I've got more subscribers than you, Kent. Got him.
result, greedy and or ignorant parents have a new way to exploit their children for financial gain or recognition, and there are virtually no laws in place to protect children from this.
Is that the only reason Taylor would start a channel? Financial gain for the parents, recognition. Maybe she just loves the Lord, wants to do something for the Lord. I know that thought never crosses your mind, but maybe there's a third option here.
She's an atheist, Kent. Why would that thought cross her mind? She doesn't think that God exists. And she didn't say that was the only reason. So
Doing them as a common technique in debates where they give two false answers. Which one do you want?
no, that's not what she did. That's not what she did at all. You're just claiming that when you did the same thing in the R and Raw debate, when R and Raw lists reasons that people might not stop believing creationism, and he lists two reasons, you just say that's a false dichotomy when they didn't say that's the only reason. And you can't say that you think that's the only reason and then call it a false dichotomy.
Elephant's green or elephant's orange? Come on, pick one. They're neither one. You gave two options. Did the parents do this? Maybe the parents didn't do it at all. Maybe Taylor did it. Maybe they encouraged it. I think they should, okay?
You see what she's wearing, don't you? That's a synagogue of Satan emblem.
That's a synagogue of Satan emblem? Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, go ahead here, Emma. Why is it not playing? What?
Now you have YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and family vlogging is this hot new thing. It's quite popular. Let me get my chamomile tea. I need it. Thank you. Today we're going to talk about a channel that I think really exemplifies this larger problem on YouTube. I am not going to be sharing the channel name or the face or the voice of the presenter.
Taylor A, letter K.
Of this particular account, because they are a child, a very young child, too young to have a YouTube account.
Do you get to make that decision, Emma? Are you the one who decides who gets to have an account or not?
Well, YouTube decides that. I mean, they have that in their TOS. So, no, Emma wasn't saying that she was the one to decide that.
Who gave you the crown over there in England, huh?
In fact,
Well, personally, when Queen Elizabeth II died, I nominated Emma Thorne to be the new Queen of England on my Twitter page.
I'll give this kid a fake name for the sake of making it easier to talk about. Let's call this child Helen. Helen is an 11-year-old American girl, 2 years younger than the minimum requirement to open a YouTube channel.
The parents can open one.
Kent, you just said that, oh, it's not the parents doing it. You're contradicting yourself, Kent. Come on.
No problem.
I like how this person who is currently violating the TOS of YouTube by even uploading this video is talking about how Taylor's channel is not in violation, even though I didn't know that she was that young. But just on a personal note, Taylor, she seems like a sweet girl, but she is a young Earth creationist. I don't know how she came to that conclusion. Seems like there's obviously going to be some influence from the authority figures in her life. But she makes YouTube videos, and a lot of them are her doing gymnastics in leotards, and I don't have a problem with that. But there's a lot of really weird comments from like people who are obviously older men in the comments, like, oh, can you make a video painting your toenails? Like, it just seems really inappropriate to me. You know what I mean? She's like bending over in front of the camera to do, like, she's doing her gymnastics, and she seems very talented. I couldn't do any of that stuff. But it just seems to me like maybe she doesn't realize it, but I feel like the context of it is inappropriate when you think about who's watching it. You know what I mean? That's just what makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Which means, unsurprisingly, an adult made it for her.
They should have a rule if you're too dumb to open a YouTube channel. Anybody who believes in evolution is too dumb to have a channel. Anybody who believes they came from a rock is too dumb to have a channel. Anybody who believes they're related to a strawberry, or let's see what else we got. Related to a strawberry, Professor Dave. Snake was right, it's related to a ladybug. JT Chump is related to an apple. Ken Rock's related to a turtle. I think they're too dumb to have a channel, Emma. Help me out here. Shut them down, okay?
No, shut your channel down, Kent, because it did get shut down. And you should be shut down, okay? I mean, you're just being rude here at this point. Like, oh, she's dumb. Okay.
Why don't you report their channel?
For her? Question mark. Her content is largely about her pets and gymnastics. There are some silly kids jokes, gymnastics tutorials, picture day outfits, general kids stuff. Her dad has appeared in videos on occasion. It's not clear who holds the camera. We know that she also has a mother and 2 brothers. The other 2 children are also very young. I already have problems with this. Yes.
But you don't have a problem with teaching all the stuff you want to. You did a channel, you had a program on your channel, Emma, about somebody wanting to, Matt Walsh, wanting to burn books, about go to kindergartners and first graders.
Yeah, I think Emma has a problem with people wanting to burn books. I would agree with that. And how come I don't get mentioned? I was in that video too, Kent.
About teaching them about gay lifestyle. You're upset with Matt for saying we ought to burn those books. So it's okay for you to teach that to gay lifestyle to kids in kindergarten, but it's not okay to have an 11-year-old, if she wants to, start a channel.
Right. It's not okay for people to burn books, Kent, just because they disagree with them. And it's okay for Emma to make a video that I was in too, where she disagrees with that. Yeah, it's okay for her to express her opinion. And like we said in that video, the book is not encouraging any young person to be gay. It's just informative, saying, hey, these people exist. So the overwhelmingly negative response just shows that you dislike the idea of kids finding out that gay people exist, as if there's something inherently inappropriate about that fact or inappropriate about their lifestyle. It's not a lifestyle, Kent. This is just such an outdated term, because that implies that people choose to be gay, which they don't, or that they can be influenced to be gay. Like, you're not going to catch the gay. Like, it's not a disease that you catch.
You got a double standard, Emma. You're a hypocrite.
Yes, it's 2023. Everybody's on social media. Kids grow up with phones in schools now. Get with the times, Grandma. I get it. I don't want to clutch pearls and be technophobic. I understand that the kids today are growing up different than when I was a young'un. And listen, I think from, say, 13 and up, some arbitrary age where you start to develop a bit more comprehension and the...
So you're the judge of who has comprehension, and you're the judge of the channel, the age they should have to start a channel. Who made you a judge over all this? Please.
Okay, well, first of all, you should probably let her finish her sentence before you pass judgment. But second, again, she's not claiming to be the person who decides that. It's the YouTube terms of service, Kent. Why are you acting like you don't... Do you not realize that it has a 13-year age limit? Like, you're first of all, I'm surprised that you're even doing a whack an atheist on this video, because by your own argument, her video is not about creation and evolution, so you shouldn't care about it, right? Okay, we have a super chat from Big Bad Mama for $2. It says, sending love and support. Thank you. Thank you for the people who sent super chats. I really appreciate it.
Respond, Emma. Let me know. Who made you the judge of this?
Ability to speak for yourself, using YouTube as a way to explore creatively, to learn how to make things, sharing jokes, learning filmmaking. I think that's really cool. It can be a really useful tool. It certainly was when I was around college age. It was a big inspiration for me. Granted, I was a lot older than the children in, say, this family, but parents running channels for their very young children, no. Family vloggers who focus on their kids, no. I very strongly doubt you can convince me that that can ever be a good thing.
I agree. I find those channels to be very weird and kind of exploitative. Also, they're so phony. It's so fake and scripted. And those channels, like, where they have the skits where the kid steals their parents' credit card and goes and buys, like, V-Bucks for Fortnite or whatever, and they play it off like it's a joke, and the kid, you know, like, inevitably doesn't get in trouble. I feel like that's encouraging some pretty bad behavior in kids, and it's just not a good idea.
I agree. We probably can never convince you, okay? I can probably never convince you that it's a good thing to not teach the stuff they want to teach in kindergarten and first grade that the guy wanted to burn the books about. I'll probably never convince you of that, will I, Emma? Because you think it's fine.
You're a
I think
liar.
it's fine for an 11-year-old to start a channel. How many of you think it's fine for an 11-year-old to have a channel on creation if they want?
Who made you in charge of that, Kent? Who made you king to decide that?
You're outnumbered, Emma. Give it up. Remember you lost that war back in 1776? You're going to lose this one too, okay?
What? Was Emma in charge during the American Revolution? What? Just stupid. Kent just hates British people. Like, Emma ticks all the boxes for Kent. Like, she's a young woman who expresses her opinion on the internet. She's an atheist, she's a Satanist, and she thinks science is true. And she's British. Kent really dislikes all of those categories, so Emma really pisses him off.
In my opinion, there are ways to involve your child in social media that are okay. There is a way to do that right. I gave an example, I think, in a video the other day about Classically Abby. I think it can be done. But children having their own channels, it's exploitative. And children, young children, do not have the understanding of a work-life balance. They don't.
I know a lot of adults that don't have that understanding, Emma.
Okay, how does that disprove her point at all? Okay, we have a super chat from Stacy C for $10, and it says, "It's been a terrible month and you're still kicking ass, so I'm throwing in my support as well." Well, I agree. This is like, February is not a good month because it's too cold.
There's a lot of adults, believe it or not, a lot of adults believe they're related to a worm and a strawberry and a banana.
Guess what, Kent? You're related to those things too, except for a banana, because bananas are not living organisms. They're the fruiting body of a banana plant. Okay, we have another super chat for Worldwide's Trolls for 11.99 British pounds. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And a fish. Don't you? Don't they, Emma?
A fish.
They don't know what burning out is. They can't express to you whether they're doing too much labor for you because they don't know what that means. They can't articulate those things. Children don't have the wherewithal to separate performing and being something of a character, a caricature, and just being themselves naturally. Being on camera, performing, that's work.
Maybe they don't think so. Maybe they enjoy it. Do you enjoy your channel, Emma? Is this work for you?
Yes, I forgot to mention that Emma is queer. She's bisexual. So, yeah, that is another category that just makes Kent automatically not like somebody.
Any other job? I don't know. Doesn't matter to me, but
There are no laws in place to protect children doing that work, the hours that they do, the money that they might make. It is the perfect place for greedy and self-centered parents to make some money off of their child.
Yeah, because it raises a question. If the person's channel reaches 1,000 subscribers or they're able to be monetized, who's in control of that money? Because, again, for the AdSense, they're not going to be old enough to have the AdSense account either. So the money's going to go to the parent, clearly. So that's where the exploitation comes in. So she makes a good point here. Although, again, I'm not even sure why Kent is commenting on this. It seems like he's just mad because he got called out for having Taylor on his channel. So he has to respond. You know what I mean? I didn't even know that Emma had done this video about Kent, or that she had mentioned Kent in it. Because normally this has nothing to do with atheism.
You're assuming that's their motive, aren't you? You're the judge? I bet you never talked to them, have you?
No, she's talking about how the situation itself is ripe for exploitation. And whenever you have a power dynamic where somebody can be exploited, usually it's going to happen. So she's talking about the risk of this happening. Okay, we have another super chat from Hive Sci for $5. Hive Science. It says, "Remember when Washington crossed the frozen Delaware on a frosty Christmas morning to defeat Emma 1v1? Yes, I do remember that. Thank you, Bree. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
They came here, toured Dinosaur Adventureland, had a wonderful time. Taylor said, I got my own channel. I said, well, great. Come tell us about it.
We've seen an upsetting number of examples of this. I did a video on this channel talking about a video that went somewhat viral where this family vlogger had accidentally left in a clip of her emotionally manipulating her son to make him cry for the camera. How many parents and family vloggers are out there doing that behind the scenes?
That's the first one I've ever heard of. Do you know a bunch more, do you?
No.
Okay. So that makes it what? Not that big a deal? I mean, the one implies that this is happening more often. I mean, you want another example? Do you guys remember Daddy05? Where that guy exploited the crap out of his family, and his channel was huge. If something is popular on YouTube, you're going to have copycats. And the genre of family vloggers is huge on YouTube, and there's a lot of money to be made. So That's her whole point, is that when you have people involved in making content on YouTube where not all of them are of an adult age, that is a situation that's ripe for exploitation. That's her whole point.
Now, Helen,
Taylor.
amongst her normal, wholesome kid content, recently...
Not to mention the fact that Dinosaur Adventureland is not safe for children either, Kent. Let's not forget what happened with Chris Jones. Asshole.
She did a video in which she essentially parroted Kent Hovind. I know she was parroting Kent Hovind for several reasons. The main...
Because it was really intelligent material, and he was right, and she was right to parrot it. Thank you, Emma.
You're very humble, Kent. You're very humble.
The first one being that she titled her response follow-up video Comments on Comments. It was the same title that Kent Hovind uses, and it was the same arguments that Kent Hovind uses, aka very outdated, poor arguments.
Well, then why don't you debate me, Emma? Show me which arguments are outdated and poor, and correct me, please. Call Standing for Truth, Emma, any time. You and all the Brits who believe they came from Iraq, I'll take all of you on at the same time. You can even include the Irish and North Irish and Welsh if you want. Okay?
What?
Go across the channel, get the French involved. I'll take all of you on, all of you. There is no evidence.
I'll take on the whole continent. Hovind, Europe. I hate Europe.
For evolution. It's a dumb religion. Give it up. Emma.
Hovind.
That he doesn't understand, that don't make any sense.
I understand the arguments well, and they make lots of sense. You don't like them because they interrupt your lifestyle.
No, they don't, Kent. If that was true, then people wouldn't have the lifestyle they have, right? Because you think God exists. So how is it that people have this lifestyle? Then that doesn't make any sense. Your argument is shit, Kent, just like all your other ones.
Because there may be a God. That's the problem, isn't it, Emma?
You know, Kent's stuff.
The existence of a God does not define how somebody identifies when it comes to their sexual orientation or gender identity. Because if that were true, then you wouldn't have LGBT people in the current world because you think God exists. So how does that argument make any sense?
Her family are big fans of Kent's.
They must be brilliant people. Yeah.
It seems
You're such an arrogant douchebag, Kent. You know that?
very likely then that her parents have been educating her on Kent's conspiracies.
Whoa. Kent's conspiracies and bringing her into the cult. Emma, this is not a cult. I've been a Baptist preacher for 48 years. She's
She's not saying that Baptist is a cult. She's saying that Dinosaur Adventureland, your campground, is a cult, Kent. Such a deflection. It's really annoying when he makes this argument. It really annoys me. Oh, if Baptist is a cult, then the state of Alabama has a problem. She's not saying that baptism or Southern Baptist sect of Christianity is a cult, you moron.
before you were born, okay? I believe the Bible is true, like a lot of people in the world do. I've been teaching the Bible like a lot of people have been for centuries,
I've been wrong for a really long time. Hovind.
okay? It's not a cult. You can come visit here. It's fine. How long you been here, brother?
7 months.
7 months. Is this a cult? Okay, Randy, how long have you known me? 9 years. Am I a cult leader? How long you?
Because if you were a cult leader, the people in the cult would contradict you on camera, right? No, they wouldn't. You're an idiot.
been here?
Almost a year.
Almost a year?
You're not a cult leader.
Why do you say that? That's a false accusation, Emma. The Bible says, thou shalt not bear false witness. That's one of the big 10 commandments, which you don't care about yet, okay? But you are lying about me, Emma. This is not a cult. There are no conspiracy theories here. We teach the truth. This is what the Bible says. We believe that's true.
Yeah, we're not a cult. We teach the truth. Doesn't sound like a cult at all.
Oh, stop. All of you atheists, would you knock it off? If you really think it's a cult,
The fact that it bothers you just makes me want to say it more.
call Standing for Truth and debate. Show me the evidence why you think this is a cult.
Why? So Standing for Truth can make money off of super chats? No. Fuck that.
Normally, all those debates on Standing for Truth are on evolution. We'll make an exception just for you guys. Show me, why do you keep making this false charge? Emma, come on now.
Because, Kent, you come off like a cult leader. Like when you have the interview or the tapes recording where everybody, including your ex-wife Cindy, is trying to tell you, we're not comfortable with Chris Jones being on the property because there are children here, and you say that basically he can visit here whenever he wants and I make the final decisions. That authoritarianism comes off like you being a cult leader. And look what happened.
Bringing her into the cult. That's upsetting enough on its own.
Upsetting to you because you're mistaken on your premise.
Not only is that parent...
Yeah, it's her video. It's her opinion. Of course it's upsetting to her. Nice point.
potentially likely teaching their child this book.
Emma, I wouldn't put that in my hand, let alone in my mouth. Why do you talk like that? If you really like that stuff, come up to our North 40. We got a whole bunch of it laying on the ground. The cows wander all over up there. Why would any of you think that makes you look intelligent to put that in your mouth?
Words? Put words in your mouth? Who cares?
Don't even try to, we try to not even step in it, let alone put it in our hand. What is wrong with you? Man.
Again, it's her channel. Nobody's forcing you to show this content, Kent. And edit the word out if you don't like it so much. But you can't play her video as is and then get mad that it has swear words in it.
But they're publishing that conspiracy to the world with their child's face on it.
You're publishing your crazy things you believe to the world with your face on it.
Again, yeah, it's her channel, Kent.
You do a whole channel, Emma.
Either there is an adult too coward.
Yeah, but see, the difference is, and you seem to be missing the whole point of her video, is that Emma is old enough to be of age and meet the requirement for YouTube's terms of service. She's making her videos herself without assistance from an adult, from her parents. They have nothing to do with her channel. The difference is that she's not an 11-year-old whose parents made the channel, Kent.
To put their own face on this conspiracy, or they just think that they will get more views, more notoriety, more recognition.
There you are, stuck again. You start with a false premise that it is a conspiracy, and you build from there. Your whole foundation is false. It's not a conspiracy, it's true, okay? Again, there's nothing to do with recognition or money. They love their child.
Well, you can make money via a YouTube channel, so... And I think she's talking about these bigger channels that do the family vlog stuff. I think the reason that those channels have an appeal is because of the young children on it. That's what makes it dynamic, because that's what makes it different than other YouTubers, is the fact that it's the whole family and the interaction between the adults and the children. That's the appeal of the content. But the fact that, again, not everybody is an adult in that situation, that's where the problem comes in. So comparing it to her channel is just a shitty argument.
They want their child to succeed. Their child wanted to do this. The child wants to do gymnastics. Okay, she does gymnastics. What is wrong with you? Why are you the judge of all? Why do you do a whole program on your channel on this? I don't understand.
More money by having their child do it. Either way, fuck that parent. Putting your kid on the internet in this way, where their embarrassing moments, their embarrassing views are public and visible to a wide audience, or they may stay online for years.
Oh, it's awful. That might be out there for a long time. Your stuff might be out there. Those curse words you just used, Emma, might be out there. I think everybody should report your channel, have it taken down.
It's ignorant.
You know, it's not against YouTube's terms of service to curse in your videos. I mean, it might affect your monetization if you do it in the first minute or something like that. But again, you're not even supposed to be on YouTube, Kent. Your channel got taken down. He's so bitter about it. That's what's funny.
Or cruel.
That's the only two options. How about loving and generous and wanting their child to succeed? My dad was always pushing me to do more, to learn more. Hey, son, you can do that. He was teaching me trigonometry in 7th and 8th grade.
No, he wasn't. You're a liar.
Yeah, you can learn this, son. Wow, you're right, Dad. It's okay for a parent if the child wants to know and wants to learn. My dad taught me to drive when I was like, 10
No, he didn't. You're lying.
in a stick shift. Perfectly fine.
You're a liar.
What is wrong with you? Emma, you're not the judge of this stuff.
Neither are you.
Your kind of people don't make children anyway, so why are you worried about children?
Oh, fuck you, Kent, you asshole. Yeah, well, there are straight people who are infertile, Kent. Not everybody can have children. Fuck you, dude. Asshole.
Or both. Honestly, knowing these parents are Hovind fans, it's probably at least the former, because it doesn't take very much digging to see
Pedophiles can't make children either, Kent.
that all of Hovind's arguments have been long disproven. And
Also, Emma is bisexual. So, again, your argument is just bullshit, Kent. Again. God.
Emma, I challenge you to show me a list of those arguments that have been disproven and let me defend myself, call Standing for Truth,
All of them.
and schedule a debate. I know you're in British
No.
time over there, so we'll do it in the afternoon on my time, so you don't have to worry about what time. You pick the time. Donnie, Standing for Truth, will host the debate. He's a fair moderator. He keeps equal time, no interrupting. You say your piece, I say my piece, no profanity, if you can do that.
Yeah, Emma has a boyfriend. You're such a moron, Kent.
And equal time, and you give the best evidence for what conspiracy I'm talking about and what evidence I've given, that things that I've said that are proven wrong.
Okay, you promote a book called The Elders of Zion, which is a notoriously anti-Semitic book that says that Jewish people run all the banks and run the world. That's been disproven a long time ago, Kent. But you still promoted that book. You promoted other anti-Semitic books. So right there. Young Earth creationism isn't true. There was no flood. There was no global flood. Geology disproves that. Radiometric dating disproves that. Taphonomy, paleontology disproves it. Genetics disproves it. And we know evolution is true from more fields prove that evolution is true than fields that prove that planets rotate around the sun.
Show me some. You guys keep making these blanket statements with nothing to back it up.
You know that's not true, Kent. You know that there have been lots of videos that have gone through your arguments. I've made them on my channel and explain how they've been debunked and how they're not true. And you've done lots of debates where people have presented opening statements, and Grayson did his last debate with you. He disproved all of your arguments in real time. So you're just lying here. Again, you are a liar, Ken Hovind.
he is a mad conspiracy theorist.
You've said the word conspiracy about 9 times now. What is wrong with you?
This is so funny. Cobalt 40, it says, AJ, you're going to need a Standing for Truth counter for every Hovind video going forward. Well, I already made one. I don't know if you saw my stream where I had the Standing for Truth counter, but yeah, I might have to bring that back. Yeah, that's true.
What conspiracy? What is she talking about?
Have you not been paying attention, Kent?
You guys live here. I think people for thousands of years have been believing the Bible is true. Is that a conspiracy?
Well, they've been believing that the Bhagavad Gita is true for longer than that. The Hindu religion was around before Christianity. Okay, we have a super chat from Horacio for 25, I guess, dollars in Mexican pesos. It says, hey, glad I caught a live stream, came to say hi. Well, glad to see you, Horacio. We should do another collaboration sometime.
Huh?
Yeah, you guys live here. Are we conspiracy theorists? Are we in a cult? He said yes. Go drag that guy out behind the barn and shoot him like Old Yeller. Over.
I think to believe you came from a rock is a dumb religion.
No one thinks that. You're a liar. Stop lying.
And maybe that's the conspiracy, Emma. You believe you came from a rock, don't you?
No, you're a liar.
A long time ago. Slowly, of course.
You're a liar.
So not only to do that, but to do that on a controversial topic, on a divisive
Boy, I am thirsty today.
adult topic that this kid doesn't have any interest in, that this kid is interested in handstands and guinea pigs. That opens them up to a world of hatred and online abuse.
Oh, like teaching them evolution doesn't opening them up to an online world of hatred?
What? You completely missed her point, Kent. You completely missed the point. She's saying that her having a public online account opens the door for trolls and weird people in her comments, which are there. Old men asking her, can you make a video painting your toenails? Which she did, by the way. She made that video. So weird. Okay, from Jeremy Buck for $5, it says, following through with my promise since I missed the live premiere from last week. Oh, you don't have to do that, but thank you. Thank you to all the people who sent super chats. I really... Excuse me, Hovind. I really appreciate it.
See, if evolution is true, you better watch my video number 5, Emma. Adolf Hitler was a strong believer in evolution. He thought it
No, he wasn't. You're a liar. Stop lying.
would really be good if we could speed up the process by eliminating the inferiors. Get Hitler's hit list. Just Google that, Hitler's hit list. You had the Aryans
Get Schindler's shit list. Heil Hitler.
at the top, black Jews at the bottom. Right above them was black Africans. He hated black people. He hated Jews, obviously. He thought the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Norwegians were the superior race.
No, he didn't, Kent. He thought that Aryans were the superior race. He thought that people who were from Northern Europe, not just Norway. Why do you lie like that? Why do you say that Hitler thought specifically Norwegians were the master race? That's really weird. It makes you come off like, oh, I would have been the master race. Blonde hair, blue eyes. You're a Nazi, Kent?
He might have been right about that, but he was wrong.
Dog whistle. Did you guys just hear that? What he said? Yeah, I might have been right about that. I would have been in the master race. I would have been slaughtering Jews alongside Hitler. Heil Hovind.
About trying to kill off the inferior races.
The inferior Emmas.
Emma, that's the conspiracy. It's evolution, not creation. Grow up, lady.
Oh, incoming joke about how Emma looks like a boy, right?
Or whatever you are.
Oh, there it is. Oh, whatever you are. It. The thing. You're a real asshole, Kent.
They're going to end up, if they've not already, forcing this child into an echo chamber that builds an us versus them mentality. It's already happening, you can tell from Helen's content. If people see it, the people who will be nice to her and who compliment her on how smart she is, which they already do in the comments, as if this 11-year-old child is actually the one making the arguments. Those people who are being so nice and supportive are the people who already believe in this conspiracy theory.
It's not a conspiracy.
Yes, it is. You're a liar.
It's a fact. We are standing on a really big planet, going around, spinning around once a day, 1,038.6 miles an hour at the equator, different speeds at different latitudes. It's a fact. We're on a big planet. It's a fact.
So you can remember that specific number, but you can't remember the actual definition of what evolution is, Kent. Fuck you. You're such a liar.
Planet's going around a really, 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 really big sun, okay? It's a fact that sun is really tiny compared to all the huge stars out there. And it's a fact that you guys believe it all fit in a dot.
No, you're a liar. Stop lying. No, nobody who understands the Big Bang Theory thinks that there were stars inside the singularity. And the singularity is just a mathematical concept.
That is dumb. I can't think of a kind way to tell you.
You don't even attempt to think of any kind things to say about Emma. You've been an asshole to her this whole video. You're not even trying.
That is dumb. Have you ever stopped and backed up and thought about it? Do you think this whole ink pen came from that dot? And my cup of water came from that dot? Everything came from a dot of nothing exploding. I'm sorry, rapidly expanding. Well, how dumb can you get? I don't know if they measured dumbness in levels or not, but that's got to be the top level of dumbness in my humble, totally unbiased, non-conspiratorial opinion. Okay.
Yes, you're very humble, Kent.
And I'm more than happy to welcome this adorable child into the fray. What a great face of our movement.
You're worried about a child being brought into the fray between creation and evolution.
It's not even what she's... Well, go ahead, Kent.
But it's okay to bring a kindergartner into the fray between gays and straights, isn't it, Emma?
What does that mean? Okay, from Rowan for $5, we have a super chat. It says, thanks for what you do, AJ. Hope you're doing okay. Well, watching this video is difficult, but yes, thank you.
It's okay with you, isn't it?
They don't care about the kids' well-being. They care about...
Neither do you when you want to put books like that in kindergarten. You don't care about their well-being at all.
I like how Kent just watches Emma's videos. Like, that's just funny to me.
about their conspiracy and pushing it further. I don't want to talk about Helen's thoughts on evolution, because Helen doesn't have thoughts on evolution.
Shut up, Kent. Okay, we have a super chat from existdissolve for $2. It says, Dapper Dino measures dumbness in Hovind's. Oh, that's clever. Shout out to Dapper Dino.
11-year-old can't have thoughts.
It's not what she said. You're a liar, asshole.
Who made you the judge of this?
No one. She's not what she said. You're a liar. Stop lying, asshole.
I'm beginning to wonder if the British can have thoughts.
You're lying.
She's 11. She has thoughts on cute animals and what makes a funny joke for the internet, like putting a smiley face on a watermelon. If she does, if these arguments are actually representative in some exaggerated way of her actual views, it's because she's being taught what to say and what to believe by a parent.
This happens all over the world, Helen.
Helen Hovind. Yeah, it happens a lot. It doesn't mean it's okay. Saying we've been doing something for a long time doesn't make it okay, and saying that something happens a lot doesn't mean it's okay. You're a liar, asshole.
And who are you? Emma, this is the way it works. Parents teach their children all kinds of things. They teach them what to do, what to say, what to believe.
Yeah, and maybe they teach them that evolution is true and that scientists can be trusted, but you don't like that. Oh, that means it's not true. Hovind.
Called child raising. I think that's normal. No, kid, don't
24 karat Hovind in the air.
Don't put your finger in the light socket. Okay? No, kid, don't touch the hot stove. No, don't park your bicycle behind the car. It might get run over. I think parents worldwide are doing this to their children.
Yeah, but if they teach them a religion that's not Christianity, or if they teach them that LGBT people exist, then suddenly you freak out and it's a problem. You think the book should be burned. Ken Hovind is actually arguing in favor of book burning. What an asshole.
I'll refrain from my comment I almost made. Go ahead.
Maybe I'm too personally affected by this, because I did, as many of you will know from watching my content for a while, I did grow up.
Okay.
Conspiracy.
I will let Emma finish.
Theories. I could so easily have been Helen.
Taylor.
And how embarrassed would I be now if there were videos out there of 11-year-old me parroting these crazy conspiracy theories?
Shut up, Kat. Okay, we have another super chat from Abdullah Aghamdi. Abdullah Aghamdi for $10. I'm not sure the currency. It says, you're awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I like interrupting Kent to read out super chats, so I don't want to say send more, but, you know, I just think that's funny.
You got to go back and count. How many times does she keep saying conspiracy?
Ken, you constantly repeat the same arguments, so you're a liar, you asshole.
It's simple. It's not a conspiracy. It's the truth. God
Yes, it is. You're a liar, asshole.
created the world. God made it. He owns it. He makes the rules, and he's going to be the judge one day. That's not a conspiracy.
Yes,
I think it's a conspiracy to try.
She's saying that young Earth creationism is a conspiracy. Being a Christian or being religious isn't inherently a conspiracy. Your beliefs are conspiracy theories.
To teach kids there is no God. It all happened by chance over billions of years. That's the dumb conspiracy.
Maybe I wouldn't be here right now.
Maybe that would be good. Maybe if you'd been taught something common sense as a kid, you wouldn't be where you are now, believing what you believe and doing what you do. Emma?
Into this angry online debate sphere at such a young age, where so much of it can be so toxic. Maybe that would have backed me into a corner and made me a firmer believer. Now, the reason I'm even aware of this child's channel tragically existing and it sadly not being a joke or a parody is because Kent fucking Hovind had this...
You British need to learn some English, okay? You keep using that F word.
They invented the language, Kent.
That is a verb, not an adjective.
Not using it as an adjective. You're a liar and an asshole, and you don't understand English yourself, so you're a hypocrite.
Family on his live show a few days ago and promoted this little girl's channel, because of course he did.
Okay, so your channel is about a variety of things, gymnastics and also evolution. And you're how old?
I'm 10.
10.
And I'm about to be 11.
I'm going to make a statement directly to Kent because it's been a little while since we've talked and I'm certain he misses me. Kent, even from your
She was right about that.
position, where the
First of all, Emma, I do not listen to you very often.
That's not true, Kent. You watched her video that I was in about Matt Walsh, and you're watching this video and you're responding to it, so you're a liar.
Somebody sends me a link once in a while and said, oh, Emma talked about you again. I know I'm living rent-free in your mind. I know that, okay? And it's real. Got a room up there, okay? But I don't listen to your channel. Somebody told me, hey, she mentioned you in this channel. Would you listen to it? That's the only reason. I don't care what you believe on anything, Emma. I'd like to see you give your heart to the Lord and get saved. I'd like to see you become a child of God. I'd like to see you live forever with God in heaven. I know you don't want that, so okay, that's your choice. But you're affecting other people.
Can you not let her finish what she was going to say at least?
And you think you have the right to tell Taylor and her dad and mom what they can do with their children. It's none of your business. Stay over there on your little island. And with your stuff you put in your mouth, I wouldn't put in my hand. Just keep it over there, please, okay?
evolutionists are evil and horrible and stupid and wrong.
I wouldn't say evil and horrible. Stupid and wrong. Yeah, I'll go along with that, but not evil.
You call it evolution. I mean, okay, John Lambert. We have a super chat from John Lambert for 10 pounds. It says, do the British have thoughts? This British person thinks Kent is the worst. Well, there you go, Kent. That's proof right there. You lying asshole.
Evil and horrible. I think some of them really believe it. That's what they've been taught since they were a child. Yeah, they brainwashed them when they were 4 years old. Boys and girls, dinosaurs lived millions of years ago.
So that's not okay. But when it's parents teaching their kids other things like being a Christian, then that's okay. Okay.
Isn't that what they teach before they can even read, Emma? Look at this dinosaur. That's millions of years old. Is it okay to teach that propaganda to a child when they're 3 and 4, Emma? You believe that's okay? But they can't have their own channel when they're 11?
It's against the terms of service decided by YouTube, not decided by Emma Thorne.
Even from your position, where the evolutionists are evil and horrible and stupid and wrong.
No, just stupid and wrong, Emma. Come on, let's correct the record, okay? You are stupid and you're wrong if you believe in evolution. Okay, real stupid, but that's okay.
Why would you encourage spreading this underage girl's account? Why would you?
She came here, I asked her, hey, she said she had a channel. I said, great, you want to tell about it? We do have a lot of people on don't we have a lot of guests on here? You can come over and sit here and tell about your channel, Emma, if you can refrain from the vocabulary that you use. Come on, come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. You'd have a blast.
That will never happen.
And show me what part of this is a cult. It's a Baptist church camp. We have a dining hall. We have a science center. We have a shop where we work on stuff, 2 or 3 of them, because stuff always breaks. According to evolution, things get better, but it doesn't work for us, so we have to fix things around here. We have 16 lakes and ponds you can fish or swim in. There's nothing to hide around here. We have a farm with all kinds of animals you can come pet. You can milk the cow. You can't milk the bull. You can try that if you'd like, okay?
Oh my God. All right, I think I've seen enough. I think I've seen enough of this video. What is wrong with you, Kent? What is wrong with you?
But that's a good idea. Let's see.
You think that's a good idea?
This 11-year-old child is allowed to have an account. You don't get to judge the age group when somebody can start a channel, Emma. You're not the judge of that. I'm sorry. I know it bothers you because what if she was teaching evolution? What if there was an 11-year-old started a channel on how great evolution is? I bet you'd applaud that.
It would still be a violation of the terms of service.
Wouldn't you? Hypocrite.
Would you expose an 11-year-old child to the kind of online abuse that you see in your comment section, to the kind of followers and fans?
Hold it. Her parents can modify and moderate her comment section if they'd like. That would be their job. So that
You're all over the place, Kent.
idiots who believe in evolution don't make lewd comments, and people who make videos like you're making with their profanity in it, I think the parents ought to protect them from people like you with your foul mouth, okay? I think that ought to be protected. But no, the parents can moderate. They can simply shut comments off. You're worried about something. Hey, it's none of your business. This is the parent's job. Okay? But if it was a person teaching evolution, I'd bet you $50 she would not be making this video. Hey, Randall, see if there's any kids making videos about evolution, and see if she's made a YouTube about them. Yeah. Emma? Hit.
The difference, Ken, is evolution isn't a conspiracy theory. And again, it would still be a violation of the terms of service. But yeah, this if the situation was totally different, then the outcome would be totally different. Oh, good point, Ken. Good point. Oh, Hovind.
Bullcrit.
Hovind crit.
That are in your live stream chats, especially given that this is an 11-year-old girl and you and your fans are quite spectacularly sexist whenever you cover a woman on your channel.
True.
Why would you say that?
Because you told her to masturbate a bull like 5 seconds ago, Kent.
Where did that come from? Would you give me some evidence of that?
Rewind
Emma,
the video.
You are lying, okay? Just plain lying. Stop.
No, you're a liar, Kent.
All the jokes and slurs about me are one thing, because I'm an adult woman. This is an 11-year-old. Of course, you can't be completely ignorant
Wait a minute. You're an adult woman. That's good to know. Okay.
of the kind of
What? Oh my god. Okay. All right. I've seen enough. So we've gone an hour. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. But I would say that I agree with Emma and Ken Hovind. I disagree with everything he said, and he's a liar and an asshole. And thank you to all the people who sent me super chats. Thank you to all the people supporting my channel on Patreon. And all the people liking this video and all the people in the side chat. Let me see how many we have 180 people viewing the channel live right now. So thank you. Thank you so much. Like this video if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.